श्रीपाद राजम शरणम प्रपद्ये श्रीपाद श्रीवल्लभ चरित्र अमृतम Chapter 3 Shankar Bhatt meets Palaniswamy, his visit to Kurvapuram. Here we will be dealing with topic 4 Glory of Datta, Sripada, Anaga Devi and Kurvapuram. 5 Sadasiva Brahmendra Swami. Devoted reading of chapter 3 is necessary for removal of a Naga dosha and for birth of children. The merit of donating food to worthy people. Shri Dattatreya feels happy at tender services. If food is provided in the name of Datta to a worthy person, the donor derives immense benefit. A portion of the food essence transforms into mind, intellect, will, ego and body of the donor of the food gets filled with auspicious vibrations. By that, he will be endowed with the power to attract all objects in the creation. Bountiful plenitude of materials comes from the grace goddess Mahalakshmi. The whole creation is governed by subtle vibrations and fine regulations. Shri Palaniswamy explained at length. The greatness of Sripada. How much blessing of Sri Lakshmi showers on chanting the name of Sripada? How can we describe the luck of those who obtained his grace? On account of the mercy of Sripada, Madhava remained intact even though he was buried in the ground for 10 days. Now Sripada is granting him life force. In what way can we describe his mercy, compassion and the divine miracle? Madhava was gaining consciousness. He asked water for quenching thirst. Shri Palaniswamy cajoled him and made him drink ghee. That ghee was also 100 years old. Madhava refused to drink ghee. Shri Palaniswamy persuaded him by promising to give water after he drank ghee. After Madhava drank ghee completely, he was given fruit juice. After some time, water was given to him. Description of a Nagaloka. Madhava regained his life. Our joy knew no bounds. Madhava was telling thus, I reached Kurvapuram in subtle form. Sripada Srivallabha is very tall. He is having large eyes. Compassion, mercy and love are overflowing from his eyes continuously towards all creatures. As I was in a subtle body, I was invisible to the other devotees there who were in gross bodies. Sri Vallabha ordered me to move to a central portion of an island in Kurvapuram. Chanting the name of Sri Vallabha, I went into the depths of the central point of the island. I found that many mansions existed in the epicenter of the inner depths of the earth. I learned that it was Patala Lok. For those in gross bodies, only gross material form will be visible. For those like me who go there in subtle form, subtle world is visible there. The inhabitants there belong to Naga race. They can assume any form. They have the power to take any form they like. Generally, they would like to move as serpents. I saw many great serpents there. Some serpents have thousands of hoods. Diamonds decorated the hoods. Light is emitted from those diamonds. Some serpents remained in a posture of deep silence and appeared as if they were in a yogic trance. A wonder! There was a great serpent among them. It was having thousands of hoods. On that serpent, Sripada Srivallabha was resting like Sri Mahavishnu. Some of the great snakes were reciting Vedic hymns. Sripada was listening to that melodious singing in a rapturous mood. A big serpent by my side was telling me this. The magnificent glory of Sri Dattatreya. In the ancient eon, Lord Datta was born as a son of Atri and Anusaya. on Anusya mountain in Chitrakoot of Nepal. He did not end his incarnation but moved in a subtle form in the Nilgiri mountain. Sri Shailya mountain, Sabaragiri hill and Sahyadri, those who wear directions as robe, those who are sky vested are famous as Digambaras. Datta was absorbed in yoga in Sahyadri. He taught Kriya Yoga to Gorakshanath, who was a follower of Nath tradition. He appeared in a formless yogic form, seated in Kechari Mudra. He surpasses time and place. For us who are in the presence of the Lord, past, future, and present time, elements do not appear differently. Everything is an eternal present time for us. Viewing Dattatreya along with Anaga Devi. Another great serpent by my side said, "My boy Madhava, we are Kalanagas and we are called Rishishwaras." Sri Datta wanted to conceal himself after ruling over the universe for many thousands of years. He went underwater in a river and remained immersed in water for many years. After a lapse of many years, he came above the surface of the water. We, who were his followers, remained there with the hope that he would return with us. We knew that he was trying to conceal himself from us. He again dived into the water and came out after many years. However, this time there was a goblet of wine in his hand. In another hand, he had a beautiful damsel of 16 years. We mistook him as a drunkard and one enamored by women and thought that we were deluded in thinking such a person as God all the time. With that misconception in mind, we departed from that place. He disappeared. After he disappeared, wisdom dawned on us. It occurred to us that the goblet of wine in his hand was ambrosia of yogic ecstasy, and the beautiful damsel was Anaga Lakshmi Devi, who combined in herself triumvirate of Lakshmi, Parvati, and Saraswati. We undertook a rigorous penance to obtain his incarnation on this earth. Sri Datta was compassionate and took the incarnation of Sripada Srivallabha in Sri Pitakapuram. Description of Sri Kuruvapuram. The place where he went into the water for bath is the sacred Kuruvapuram. Just as he was in watery samadhi, we were also in a state of yogic samadhi with finer pulsations in this subtle world. Kuru was the ancestor of Kuruvas and Pandavas. It was at this holy place that King Kuru was imparted divine knowledge. My child Madhava, even Adishesha cannot describe the greatness of Kuruvapuram. The previous history of Sadasiva Brahmendra Swami. I paid obeisance to the auspicious feet of Sripada Srivallabha. Merciful Srivallabha spoke this, "My son, this divine and beautiful appearance of mine is an extremely lucky phenomenon which is rarely available. One of the serpents that spoke with you will take birth as Jyoti Ramalinga Swami in the ensuing centuries. It will disappear also in the shape of radiant light. The other serpent that spoke to you will be born on the earth in the centuries to follow with the name of Sadasiva Brahmendra and demonstrate many miracles. Sri Pitakapuram is very dear to me. My divine Padukas will be installed in Pitakapuram. My Padukas are going to be installed in the house of my maternal grandfather where I was born. The acts of my birth are divine and mysterious. They are to be kept as carefully guarded secrets. You visit the place in Sri Pitakapuram where my Padukas will be installed, and from there proceed to Patalaloka. There you meet the Kalanagas which undertook rigorous penance. You come back after that. With smiles, Sri Palaniswamy said, "My son Madhva, let us talk about Kalanagas of Pithapuram afterwards. We must immediately take bath and carry on meditation." This is the order of Sripada Sri Vallabha. Digambara Digambara Sripada Vallabha Digambara Brahma Vishnu Maheshwara Sripada Vallabha Digambara.